Oh,
This is the big.
who we got?
This is the.
Beckham.
It's the 98-99 season. Beckham long sleeve, iconic. You guys get it. Anyway, hey bro.
Hey, how are we?
Good. Rightio. Welcome to another installment. I don't know what volume we're up to. 4?
3?
3 or 4.
4, maybe.
We could check that, but I'm gonna.
Nah.
Let us know in the comments below.
If this is your first Whiskey and Wods and you don't really know what it's about, you'll find out. Now, this is just me and Matt.
But as the title would suggest, Whiskey and Wods, the big reveal.
Bang.
How good?
Triple.
Easy.
I'll let Matt do the honours.
Oh, man.
Because he's good with the whiskey. He doesn't waste any of it.
Nah. Man, my pants got so wet.
Yeah. If this is your first one, this is just us chatting shit. So
Yeah, man.
bit of a catch up. I think it's good for the soul.
Long overdue too. Cheers, bro.
Bit of a check-in.
Oh, nectar.
That's really good.
It's good, eh?
Even with the cough lolly in my mouth.
It's triple. So it's triple distilled. All Jameson is triple distilled. But it went through 3 barrels. So triple barrel, triple distilled.
It's a 3 and a 3.
Yeah, it's if you met, you got 3 and a 3, and then it's
It's a bit like a triple double. And
kind of. If there was another one added to the double,
yeah, but there's only 2. It's just
Yeah,
like a
it'd
double triple.
be a double. 2, 4, 6.
Nah,
Triple.
you lost me.
It's a double triple. Anyway, welcome to the show. If you don't like that, sign off now.
Yeah,
It only gets worse.
the more we drink.
Anyway, welcome to another Yarns Whiskey and Wods volume anywhere between 1 and 4.
It's in there somewhere.
We are, I think it's long overdue. We've had a bit of a big break.
It's been a minute. It's been a few minutes.
Shit, yeah. Luke de Jong was our last podcast. And I think that was 5 weeks ago. 4 or 5 weeks ago, so thought we'd just catch you up, what we've been up to.
Yeah, we lost a bit of momentum there for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, obvious reasons. Like, we did Luke de Jong week before the games, and then we did our giveaway the day before the games. Shout out to everyone that entered in that.
yes.
A few of the items took a while to get to us, but I think by the time this one comes out, you've either got your stuff or it's on the way. Sorry about that. We're not the best at logistics. It finds out, but shout out to the winners of that one. Shout out to everyone that entered it. But anyway, yeah, that was our last bit of content, I guess. Was the day before the games, and then we all know what happened at the games.
Yes.
It was a pretty turbulent time. We did have a guest lined up. They decided not to do the podcast after that, which is completely understandable.
Yeah, respectfully. Like, it wasn't I'm not coming on. It was, yeah. We were having a hard time navigating that ourselves and trying to figure out what was appropriate.
Yeah.
Being respectful of, people not really wanting to come out and talk about it, mainly because, athletes were getting shot down just for competing. So
Yeah.
you jump on a potty and say some words and people want to rip you apart. So obviously we'd never try and force anything like that. We were never going to look for a soundbite or anything like that, just so that we could be relevant. Because it's a fucking pretty terrible time.
Yeah, that's not what we're about. We're not out there trying to blow up over someone else's misfortune or anything like that. And it was pretty heartbreaking. Like, I still haven't, I don't know what day this is coming out, but yeah, I still haven't watched any of the games. Obviously, I know who won and all that kind of stuff. And we have got another guest lined up that was at the games. So I probably will watch some stuff before they jump on, just to catch up and make sure I know what I'm up to. But yeah, it was heartbreaking, man. I hated it. It was I mean, I've got my own views on it, but I don't, enough's been said out there by people that were there and people that deserve to have an opinion on it. But yeah, as far as the podcast side of things goes, like Beef said, we were never after a soundbite. That's not what we're about. We wanted to, first of all, we've always been about the person that comes on, talking about their journey and their aspirations and, them as a person, and having the, tragic accident that happened at the games sort of overshadow that. It wasn't, I guess, on brand either. So it didn't make sense to really release anything. And then, on the flip side of that, gave us a chance to have a bit of a break from the podcast anyway. Your family came over, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we, like I said, we lost a bit of steam and our momentum moving forward. Some of that come from the games. A lot of that came from my own personal predicaments. I've been going through it, team. But, my family come over from Aussie. Even that was sort of unfortunate circumstances, but family time's always good for me. Family's huge for me, so to just take a week away from life and just be with them, talk shit, laugh. Haven't laughed like that in a long fucking time, so that was pretty good for the soul. And I think once they left, sort of had my head screwed on a bit better and ready to attack the world again. But and you got sick as fuck for a bit there.
Damn, I was in bed, man. I was bedridden for a few days. Holy shit. I think it was going around quite a bit.
Yeah.
Definitely was in TA.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking rolled me. Because I think we were going to try and get someone on. We did have someone lined up. And actually, they got sick as well, which was funny as, and they're in Australia. So they got sick, and then I was rooted anyway. So... yeah, I guess, I don't know. It didn't seem right to do anything on the space. We started things off a bit low here, team. We promise we'll start sinking back some more whiskey, and I'm sure the shit jokes will come through. But it's an important topic to broach on, and like I said, these episodes are about what me and Beef get up to. So,
well, it's a catch up, isn't it?
100%.
Because
can't wait to do one of these one day with a guest.
Whiskey and Wods with a guest.
Bailey Martin said he would do one. So, not that he's watching this. These get our lowest views. So, Bailey's one of them.
To all 12 of you.
Yeah, thank you.
Mum, appreciate you.
Ben, what a guy.
Ben, he's
J-Boy.
This is almost a bit of fucking therapy. At least that's the way I view it, because too often, it's when you become an adult and you don't make time to sit down and catch up with your mates, it can get pretty fucking lonely. Because as you do, you all sort of grow apart. Everyone sort of goes off and does their own things, and unless you literally schedule time to come in and be with one another, chances are it's not going to happen. Even after all the shit I've been going through, and I sort of put in our group chat, and my two best mates from high school, like one still lives here that I see in passing, and then the other one lives up north, like north. And they sort of got a vibe of what I was going through, and they just come over. They fucking put themselves up in an apartment in the mountains, said, "We're coming over. You're hanging out with us." That's the end of it. And I was like, "Fuck," it was actually really cool, and had a really good day, had a really good night, had a shit day the next day. But and that was fucking just so beneficial for me and my mood, and just removing all the fucking stress and issues of life that fucking life brings. And yeah, just being boys again. And you'd think we'd like never not seen each other. I think I figured out that Hirawini, I hadn't seen him for like 2 years.
Yeah, I remember you saying that
Like
actually.
in person. I hadn't physically seen him in person. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
You nearly didn't see him for most of that night too.
Might have been getting kicked out of the pub. It's fine.
And a quick shout out to that police officer who did let beef off. Cheers, mate.
Man's drilled me. I didn't even know which fines were coming my way.
You got him though.
I was like, are we done? I don't need to explain the whole story. I was like, are we done? Took my ID, walked away.
The cop got him. Very good. But yeah, man. What else? What other depressing stuff can we get out of the way? I've been. Oh man. So I did some damage to my groin about 2.5 months ago. Playing football, tweaked it. Because I'm coaching. I remember saying ages ago on one of these chats we did that I wanted to coach a football team, and I got into coaching one. But one of the weeks we were a couple of players short, so I came on as a sub later on in the
they
game.
brought him out of retirement.
Yeah, they should have kept me. So I tweaked my groin, and I was like, oh, well, I won't play anymore. And I just sort of been limping through, and I didn't go see anyone because in my younger days playing rugby, I did my groin, and I remember how to rehab it from that. And I thought it'd be the same thing, but it just didn't go away. I booked in a scan, and then just literally the Saturday just gone. My scan was actually this morning. The Saturday just gone. Same thing. The boys didn't have enough players, and I thought my groin was like, it was niggly, but it would be okay. And like I couldn't walk for the next 2 days. I was in so much pain. Anyway, I had the scan today, and I've got another MRI coming up. But anyway, during that time, these 2 months, I haven't been able to train, and fuck me dead. It is just no good for me not being able to train. Yeah, so that's been annoying.
It gets to you, eh? Like when, especially for you, like, because I love CrossFit, but you fucking love CrossFit, and you coach CrossFit, and you're at the gym every single fucking day. So I can imagine you sitting there watching it and not being able to get in. It's like, fuck.
It's the coaching side of things. It happened this morning actually. I had to swallow my pride. I'm like, I can't actually show this movement because like the groin pain is so intense. Like anything that like engages my lower core, which is 99% of all CrossFit movements, like it really like hurts it. And today we were doing like lots of handstand press ups and stuff. So in our warm up we were doing a lot of core activation. I just couldn't show the movements very well, and like that frustrates me, not being able to like coach properly. I know the members and probably people listening saying like it doesn't matter, and I can understand that, but it is frustrating. Like as a coach, you want to be able to do and show, to a decent level, like this is what it should look like, and then they can see it, and then you can coach from there. But yeah, it wasn't really. So that's been frustrating, as well as not being able to train, not being able to coach to like the best of my ability, and then trying to find other ways to coach, which is it's frustrating me.
But that's just you. Well, I'm sure it's not just you. I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate to that, but I think that's more your nature. Like you just want to give to these people, and you love the sport, and you want it to be represented and be taught properly. And I think that's just standards that you hold for yourself. It's kind of like me with video. It's like I will, like you said today, we talked to Vaki Etzebeth today. It was a good chat.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
And like I said, like you said, I'll spend half an hour changing something that you would never notice. And it's just that pride, and it's that standard that you hold for yourself, and that's why you're so hard on yourself for it. But for the vast majority, like, it's pretty understandable. Like, if you can't do the movement, you can't do the movement. I'm not going to fucking be like, oh, well, what am I paying my membership for, I don't think they feel like they're losing value. I think that's on you just trying to live up to your own standard of coaching and what you think's right.
Yeah, probably, man. And like, I think I love having that high standard coaching. And I know that like, and I've said this a million times before as well, I can like come across as being like quite moody and grumpy. in my style of coaching, which, yeah, I've said enough times, and people out there probably like, bro, fix it.
Maybe change it.
I'm trying. I have got a lot better, but like I do have a high standard. Like I'll be watching a class, and I'm watching some people, and I'm genuinely proud of the members I have at the gym. Like every single one of them, like just they go so hard. Like I know they're trying, and I know some of them like they'll do something, they'll get it wrong, and it frustrates them. They get it wrong, and I like that. I like that, you know. I know it sounds weird, like I like them getting frustrated for being wrong. But I like them holding themselves to a high standard now, where like they're like, no, that's not correct, and I want to do it correctly. So I like that a lot, which has been good. And we had Jake Douglas on. We had that snake pit episode, and Jake Douglas, like fuck, I'd love to sit down with him and just talk shop, because like we could have gone. Oh, you were there.
Oh yeah, we were all there.
Me and Jake just started going, innit? And it wasn't until Beef was like, oh, we might just step outside, and I was like, yeah, actually, you have been going on for a little bit, but Jake was saying like CrossFit coaches and gyms should be held to that standard, and you know you should have your work scrutinized. Send it in, like here's my month in review. You know, you might not have to do it every month, but you might get randomly chosen by CrossFit. Like, this is my month, or even 2 weeks in review. It should be a month, because that you'd get a much broader image of what the gym programming is like, and then you can pick it apart. You can be like, no, actually, you probably you've done that energy system, you know, too much in 1 week. You know, it needs to have a break, or you know, that kind of thing, and just like having that conversation with Jake was mean. And then I came away from that, and I think like that now when I'm coaching. And it's cool having like this new refreshing way of thinking, where like I'll get to like a Wednesday, and I know what Thursday and Friday are, and I obviously know what Monday and Tuesday were, and I'll think to myself, I'm like, okay, sweet, like if I was to send this week's programming in, would it get picked apart by my peers or by, you know, level 3 coaches and stuff like that? So I think that that's a fucking cool idea, and it would be nice if it could happen. But it is also for any coaches thinking like out there that want like a fresher view on looking at their own program. Think like that. Like, would I be happy if I had my peers pick this work apart? And that's been pretty good for my programming anyway, because I love programming. It's something I love to do. So that's been a good thing, and I think that would be a cool thing to have. Maybe even if CrossFit doesn't start it up, have a group of level 3 coaches and level 2 coaches and level 1 coaches, and you know, you have this like board, I guess you could call it a board, where like you can sign up to it, completely optional, and then you send your programming in, and then it gets peer reviewed, and you know, by you know, proper, like I'd say like a Luke Fiso would be someone I think has a high standard on programming and movement performance and execution, and you know, Jake Douglas would probably be on that, and I'm sure there's a plethora of other affiliate owners and coaches that be a lot of value in that. And you know, probably no point sending mine in, because it's that good. That's
fucking there it is. There we go.
Yeah, had to come sometime, eh? But no, I know I waffled a bit there, team, but I am passionate about CrossFit and the programming side of things. But that'd be cool. Let us know in the comments below, team, if you think.
Well, that's what I mean, though. That just comes through naturally. You spend enough time with you just know that you're just that passionate about it.
Oh, that's good. It's good to know.
Because, you need people who care in coaching positions, not people who are just showing up because they have to.
Yeah. And to be fair, in the last 2 months, there's been days where I've shown up because I had to. Like, I'm that frustrated with my injury that it's like, you know, made me do like, have like lowered my standards in like my day-to-day living. Like, if I can't exercise, and I say, oh, I'll slip in, you know, way too much of this stuff. You know, my Tim Tam.
What have we got here, bro? What have we got here?
Yeah, it's Tim Tam original.
Arnott's.
That'd be silly. You know, staying up way too late. Just really just. Whereas like if the training has taken a step back, I should be focusing on the diet and the mindset stuff even more to help me get through. But
Yeah.
so my standard stuff, and there was definitely days where I'd turn up just because I had to be there to unlock the door, explain the workout, which is shit to admit. But it's definitely been days recently, but definitely pulled myself out of that, and I hope the members can see that. Like, fuck, today was a mean class. You were there today? That was a sick class today.
Right. I felt genuinely ill after that, eh?
After the Tabata or the workout?
After the Tabata.
Yeah.
The workout was fine.
Yeah.
24-minute workout? Sweet. No problem. No issue. I was sore because I heard you say, if you're using the ski, it's a lot of doubt. So I was like, yeah, sweet. I'm going to just burn the shit out of my doubt. So I did that on purpose. But other than some sore shoulders, I was sweet. And then 4-minute Tabata ab core workout, and I was like,
yeah.
I put it down to that I had like no water today.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, because it's quite a crampy. It was quite a crampy Tabata.
Yeah, so I smashed my 1.4 liter bottle. I just drank that and felt like absolute shit. Sat in the car for a bit. Let it sort of do its thing, and then I come right. So, but class was pretty good. Packed though.
Yeah, it was good. It's good to see them getting busy again. Now the warmer weather is creeping back. It's been good.
We had to work out some logistics on the wall.
Oh, you figure it out pretty quickly. You just stagger it up.
Well, walk us through. So you had a groin scan this morning.
Yeah.
How does one get their groin scanned?
Bro, I'll tell you what, man. I've had a few interesting run-ins with medical professionals in the last 2 months, put it that way. It's a very vulnerable area of your body to have people prodding around, and I know they're medical professionals, but we're all humans at the end of the day. And so it started with massage, and the massage therapist I go to, she's a lovely person, and you let her know in advance like what's happening. And the groin area itself and around the adductor is pretty tender. So the plan there was she'd focus on the hamstring and other areas around the leg. Just try to loosen that up around my glutes and that, and lower back, and just give me a bit of work to help release some muscle around it. And then I had a doctor's appointment, which I don't really like going to the doctors at the best of time, but I sort of needed a GP referral to get to a sport clinic so I could get some scans done. Just a shit pathway New Zealand medical system has. Unless you're a professional athlete, you got to take these steps. And yeah, that was uncomfortable. It was a dude, and he was very monotone and like blank expression GP. And other than asking me questions, there was no chat. I was just looking at his computer, and he'd ask me the questions, looking at his computer. And then it was, all right, take your pants off, lay on the bed. I was like, fuck, okay, no warm up. Straight into this. So I did what I was told. And started standing, but then just the aggressive prodding. Oh, I mean, I was like, finger to, right? The distance was very close. And he's like, is that sore? I'm like, it's like a mixture, bro, of like soreness and like, I just met you.
I don't know if it's uncomfortable or I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it was cold in there.
Oh, cold, but
it was cold.
Yeah, fucking cold.
No warning. That's what I'm saying. No warning. Oh, so that one was uncomfortable. Got out of there, and I knew the whole time I had that ultrasound scan. So ultrasound was booked in. Had that this morning, and that's just horrible, man. Like, because they got to like put a bit of pressure, but like, it's a groin injury, and they're suspecting tendonitis with a small tear. And she stitched the whole leg, like up around the lower abs to make sure it wasn't a hernia or anything like that. Through the adductor, which is fucking close. We're getting close then. And, you know, I'm having to tuck stuff. It's just...
It was cold this morning too, bro.
Probably colder this morning.
Chilly.
Yeah. I'm just there cracking the dumbest jokes to try and make it less awkward.
Man's just chipping away at this ice and it ain't breaking. Oh.
Yeah. But she's obviously concentrating because she's looking at the screen and doing this, which I'm like, you show a little bit more concentration as to where you're going with it, you know. Anyway, it's by the by. And then I said something along the line was, because she said, how's that feel? And I was like, oh, it's all good. Just ignore the facials. And she goes, I'm not actually looking at your face. Like blank hairs. I was like, oh yeah, all good. Anyway, we got through it.
New Zealand Medical. So what's wrong with it?
There's some damage to my abductor, but they don't reckon that it's that bad to be causing the amount of pain that I'm in. And they're like limited functions, like internal rotation. Just shoots up all through my groin up to my lower abs. So I have to get an MRI now, so that she has to send her reports back to the GP, and the GP refers me to Anglesey Clinic over in Hamilton, and they will do an MRI on me. So yeah, that one. I mean, do I have to just lay?
I mean,
do I have nothing on?
Well,
in a machine.
I mean, I've only had an MRI on my knee, and you know that's exposed, so it's not a problem. Let us know. We'll let you know
on their groin. Let me know.
We'll let you know on the next one, team.
Oh dear. But Luke De Jong actually messaged me. I put something off my story about me being injured. Because people care when you put it in your story. People really care. Yeah, I did that, and I have been guilty of like someone to put up like, I haven't trained for a few days, I've been sick, these weights full, and I'm just like, shut up, like, oh, you were sick, oh, I'm guilty as of that. I'm like, you're still outlifting 90% of people. Shut up. Because I'm not outlifting fucking anyone. So I put that up, and I was a little guilty, but I was like, nah. Sort of gave myself a pass because I was feeling very miserable. And then Luke De Jong hit me back, asked me a bunch of questions. And he's like wanted to like help out and stuff. So he said like when I got the results from the scan, let him know, and he'll try and help out. So that was good. It boosted my spirits a little bit. Cheers, Luke. Great guy. Go listen to that podcast if you haven't. He's so funny.
Bro, that's a funny chat. That is a fucking funny chat.
Yeah. We haven't got a lot to sort of recap on these. Normally we'd recap a lot of the episodes, but Luke De Jong was the last one. And he was funny, man. Knowledgeable as. Also, side note, didn't know this. His sister is like a Australian powerlifting legend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like...
Oh, I saw that on his story too.
I saw it, and then I was like, fuck, that's some decent weight. So I went to a page. Back squatting like 200 for reps. I was like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah, something ain't right here. So shout out to her. Absolute fucking weapon. But he was good. Also, like, he's also known for being funny. But he's actually a really good conversationist, like, holds the story really well, and he's got a really good story as well, especially like his injuries and stuff like that, and how he's overcome those, and how he actually dealt with that, and with his mentality and stuff like that, which is a side of him I don't think many people would see, because he is just a bit of a jokester.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, but he's got some stuff to tell, man.
No, like you said, pretty knowledgeable, heart of gold. Like I think he's got good values, and He's pretty onto it, dude. But yes, no. Other than Luke, she's been pretty quiet around here.
But that's all right. The giveaway went well.
I think it could have went better. without sounding ungrateful, but I do put that down to us. Obviously, I was going through some shit. Matt was crook as fuck. Like, neither of us were in a position to actually push the raffle. Giveaway, raffle, fundraiser, whatever you want to call it.
Fundraiser, that's what you call it.
Actually, no. So Matt, so that raffle was meant to go up way earlier than it did.
Yeah.
But I did some research and found that online raffles are illegal in New Zealand. And I stopped. That was where my research stopped. I was just like, oh, cool, can't do it. So we put it off, and then we were setting things up in another way. We were trying to beat around the bushes a little bit. But Matt did the proper research and found out that so long as your gatherings, your takings, so whatever you guys sent in, didn't exceed 25k, which would have been nice.
We would have capped it at 24.9.
Yeah. So 24 is enough, team. Like,
yeah.
But so long as your takings don't exceed 25k, and the prizes you're giving away aren't of a value of more than
5,000.
5k,
Yeah.
which was like 4.9.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Bailey Martin stuff alone is
Up there.
that did shoot it up. If Jay sent anything, it would be fucked.
Exactly. So so it's not a legal, team. If you want to run an online raffle, do it.
Yeah. Run it as a fundraiser like that, and you'll be sweet as. Absolutely good.
You're away. Yeah. I guess to how I said before, after spending time with my family, I sort of felt refreshed and a bit more focused and had my head a bit more screwed on, and something cool. Well, it's cool to me. I don't know if it's cool to anyone else, but I guess I kind of need to give you a brief rundown of what's been happening. I'm single man now. I'm on the market.
Ladies.
But that's been difficult, and yeah, it's sort of shaken me quite a bit in terms of work life, trying to find, I guess, what's important to me now. And that's sort of an epiphany I had near the end of my family being over, was because I was just so paralyzed. Like, run into some, financial hardship like everyone else is at the moment. Far out. New Zealand is dig in New Zealand, because I feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. But, some financial shit. Obviously my relationship coming to a close, and just everything was sort of all hitting at once. And, I just felt lost. And I knew, doing my videos and stuff, I knew what I needed to do to sort of get financially back on track, which is obviously a big thing. We've all got bills to pay and whatnot. But yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to do what I needed to do, even though I knew that this needs to be done. It's not a if, but maybe would be nice to get it done. Like, no, this shit needs to get done. Otherwise, you're gonna get into some real shit. But no matter how hard I thought about it and really tried to take action and shit, I just couldn't do it. I just, you think, okay, I need to do this, but I also need to do this, and everything just becomes overwhelming to the point that you do nothing. And I'm sure we've all had, stints like this. But what sort of pulled me out, well, what kept me steady, kept me afloat, was talking to people. Talking about what's bothering me. And I've been doing a little bit of journaling, talking to myself, essentially.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Which I've never really dabbled with, but a good friend of mine, she's sort of was like, well, have you ever tried journaling or therapy or anything like that? So I haven't dived into therapy yet, but journaling was spinning an eye-opener. There's this book called Being You, and it's literally just a whole heap. It's thick, it's a big book, but it's just filled with pages, and at the top of each page is sort of like a thought-provoking kind of question that you can dive deep into your own subconscious and figure out who you are, which I've been I've been that guy that sort of listens to that sort of stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah, write about my problems and they go away. But it has helped. So talking to people and sort of talking to myself. But it was Instagram of all places, because when everything went wrong, I deleted all my social media. I didn't want to be online. I didn't want to be bothered by anyone. I didn't want to bother anyone. I didn't want to be comparing myself to other people's lives. So I removed the entire temptation. I was done with it. I was like, yeah. But someone got in touch with me and said, hey, I've been trying to get in touch with you on Instagram. You're not replying to my shit. And it was work, like, financial problems, fixes, work fixes that. So I was like, oh, shit. Had a look on there and I had 3 clients trying to get in touch with me to do some work. So that's why I re-downloaded it to be used as a business tool. But there was a post on there one day while I was doom scrolling while my family was still here, and it said, a man without purpose distracts himself with pleasures. And I read that and it meant nothing to me at the time, but then I thought about it that night. I sort of had a look at what I've been doing for the last month, and it was very much just distracting myself with pleasures, looking for small hits of dopamine, just something that would make me feel good in the moment rather than working on what's wrong. And I was like, well, if that's true, then that would indicate that I don't have a purpose. And that can't be right, because I've always had a purpose. But then I thought about it, and my purpose for the longest time has been to build a life for me and Jazz in our future. That was the driving force behind everything that I was doing. So with her no longer in the picture, my purpose was now faulty.
Yeah.
So it didn't fix things, but that just that realization, just taking a step back and having a look at, fuck, why am I working so hard? What am I working towards? And I don't know at the moment. And I don't necessarily need to know. But knowing that, my purpose isn't really defined is at least, I don't know, at least I'm aware that I need to find a greater reason outside of myself, outside of money, outside of whatever short-term pleasures you can think of along the way. A reason for me to actually want to work hard. A reason, something to work towards, a purpose. So that was nice. Didn't fix anything, but it was nice to just be aware of, oh, okay.
Yeah, you need something to...
I need a reason to work hard. So...
yeah, that's cool, man. I like that saying. What was it again?
A man without purpose distracts himself with pleasures.
That's fucking...
oh.
That's good.
So, yeah, the shit that I'd been doing, just going out and getting on the piss and eating whatever I want and staying up late at night, and nothing that really leans to the life that I actually want to live, but in the moment, it made me feel good.
Well, I mean, it's kind of what kept you away from the games this year. Especially touring, like making touring.
Yeah. I mean,
that training camp we had over. So when we went over to touring, the week before it was actually a training camp.
Yeah.
We didn't really want to tell people that.
It was a last minute call up. But
the thing is that the boys, James, Khan, they didn't feel ready, to perform, and they just needed something to just and that was us.
And they saw our effort in the gym, and they were like, "Fuck, you know what, boys? You've just inspired us to just go out there and let's just win Torian. That's step number 1."
Yeah, I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, because of us, they won Torian. Maybe because of us, they won the games. Who knows? But that's probably. Your mound.
Fuck, you talk some shit, eh?
I got Vakey today. The Vakey. God, I always Vakey. Sorry. I got him today. Pretty good. Because we were talking about going to Down Under, and Matt Fraser's going to be there, and he goes, he goes, "Oh, try to get Matt Fraser on the podcast," and he's sort of joking as well. And I just hit him with it. Maybe, like if we have time. And he saw the funny side of it. Yeah, I gotta cut that shit out. Nah, don't.
Your Matt's impulsive thoughts and his handle on like keeping those in. What are they called? Intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts.
His ability to keep those in his head, minimal.
Oh, so minimal. I got Emily Julian with one, and my missus had to apologise to her.
You've gotten a few, man.
Yeah, I remember getting what was the one with Georgia Pryor? It was about the dentist, eh?
Oh,
like the highest suicide rates or something.
yeah.
That.
We're like, what's a profession you could last a day in without training? And she's like, I could probably be a dentist. Matt just comes in. Isn't that the highest suicide rate profession in the world? Wow. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, so that was pretty dark. And then Emily Julian.
What was that one?
We asked her a question. It was like, would you rather win the games once and never be able to go again, or qualify for the games every year but never win it?
Yeah.
And she answered it, and then she out loud was like, "Why?" And I just, without even thinking, was like, "Oh, no one asked." you feel.
Yeah, we're lucky she's Kiwi.
Oh,
because the look, the eyes said, "Wow, you just said that, motherfucker." But the smile was like, he's joking. She got it.
Yeah, she did. She did get it. And when my partner listened to that back, she messaged her. I was like, "Fuck, I'm so sorry for that, dickhead."
That was funny.
Funny, man. But anyway, let's lighten the mood a little bit.
Hey, if we've ever offended anyone,
I want to just take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely fucking no one. We made it, baby. Conor McGregor.
Right.
Yeah.
That was a good impression, actually.
It was spot on.
Could be more Irish.
Did you think he was in the room with us? Shut your fucking mouth.
He's on next week.
Nail it. Oh, man. Imagine that.
Oh, I didn't let you know.
Oh, no.
He's not coming on.
That's fair enough, man. Let's lighten the mood a bit. Talking about having goals to set ourselves forward. Let's talk about some of those, man. Going forward in life with the podcast.
Goals?
Some cool things with the podcast. None of it is set in stone. We've got a pretty cool podcast lineup for next week. So Vakies will come out next week. If it's already out. This was the week before that. You guys get it. And but recording with someone next week is pretty cool. Hopefully that still goes to plan.
We won't say it. We won't jinx it.
Nah.
Last time we said a name on a Whiskey and Wods.
That didn't come on.
Didn't happen.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Sweet. So
no, it eventually happened.
Who was it? It was a Brandon Swan.
Swanee.
It was Swanee, yeah. Eventually happened. Yeah. So that would be cool. And then events wise, like obviously we want to go to Down Under. Just logistically what that looks like.
Yeah, like whether we fly first class or business.
That's the thing, man. It's tricky. It's tricky, you know, because if we fly first class, people think they're not down to earth, you know. They're better than us. Like we
fuck up.
We're just like you guys. We're just regular people. You know.
Fuck. Yeah.
Anyway, so that would be cool to do. Whether we go for it like the same as Torian, where we go like a week before, whether we just go for the event, not sure. Either way, we'll try to be there in some sort of capacity. NZ Nats is coming up.
Team Nats.
I have a Masters team going from the gym, so I'll probably go along and watch that. I won't be there in any other capacity other than to watch and cheer on a bunch of weapons.
Just top influencer for the day. Get on IG stories and just...
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what happens. No, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I think they've committed to just the one venue this year. We didn't do an event series this year, or this event season, because this right now is sort of the New Zealand and Australia off-season event season.
Yeah, kicking off now.
Heaps of events going on. So, but we haven't really planned an event series or anything like that. So we won't be sitting down with any of the big cheeses of those events. So it would be cool to go watch Nats instead of compete. It's been the first year I haven't competed at Team Nats in a fucking while, man. A very long while.
Well, I'm looking forward to Indie Nats. Oh, wait, is Team Nats in Karapiro?
Nah, Team Nats is at Mystery Creek. They had the swim at Karapiro last year.
Yes.
But there's no swim event this year. They have announced they're not doing swim this year.
Yes, so Team Nats is at Mystery Creek. I'm looking forward to individual nationals.
That's in the Mount.
Bay Park. Yeah, that'll be cool. And it'll be good. It'll be good to see because Bronson, shout out to Bronson, Sweet Events, he's holding Sweet Fours at Mercury Bay Park.
Yeah, that's cool. He's he's committed to doing some really cool stuff at the moment. Sweet Fours, I'm sure Sweet Threes will come back. Shout out to the best 8th place team. Sweet Threes last year.
Who's that?
That Yarns team.
True.
Yeah. My groin must have been playing up then because something was up.
Bro, they just chucked your name on the, right just before LSKD, straight on there.
Get up. These signs are sick, by the way.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, hold up. And we stole one of them. My gym.
You stole one?
My gym. I don't know if I've talked about it on the show yet. But the dickheads at my gym, great people, funny as, stole the Athlete Village sign.
What?
Because it was right by our tent setup. And they saw it, and one of the bros, I won't dob him in, James, grabbed it and then just leaves it at the gym because we have an area where we hang up all our signs. And he left it there to be hung up. And we did a 24-hour event at the gym. And on one of our stories, because we let the main reception room, which is where we hang everything up, we left that to the group of teenagers that were, because the 24-hour event was in teams. And we had a group of teens because their parents were competing as well in the event. So anyway, we put our story there set up. And in the background was that Athlete Village thing, and Bronson replied to it. It was like, is that where my fucking sign went? I was like, oh, snapped out. But those signs are really cool.
So he's already caught you on it.
Yeah. So I might take it back to him next year.
James, you don't need this one.
Yes.
Mind you, weren't you trying to steal the Torian Pro sign?
Yeah. Oh, steal's a fucking harsh word. One of the workers there said you'd probably be able to take it. They won't use it. But I hadn't seen Jono all weekend. And as soon as I want to get the sign, Jono's like fucking just there, hanging around the whole time.
So they're pulling all the signs off Pat Rafter because obviously you can't just leave your signs in Pat Rafter.
Yeah. And
they're all just in a pile on the floor. And apparently they're going to print new signs next year. These are all going to the tip. Like, no one's going to use these. So Matt eyes one up. It's cut into 2 pieces, and it's small enough you could probably get it in a suitcase. So we could bring it home. And we talked to like, well, 2 people. One of them was security. And the security guy's like, I won't say anything. And so Matt finally picked up the courage. He's like, I'm going to do it. I was like, oh, fuck, go on then, whatever. And he walks over there. And he like bends over to pick up the sign. And as he does it, Jono walked in the building on the floor. And Matt's like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Puts it back down.
Jono, is he there, brother?
Oh, hey, mate.
Oh, hell of an event. Torian Pro, was it? Oh, good. No worries. Listen, I might shoot anyway, so.
Anyway, don't want to get in the way.
No worries. So,
Fuck, that was funny, man.
Man, fuck, the Torian was a vibe, man.
Oh, yeah.
That vlog will come out soon. The remake. Along with day 3 of NZ Champs.
Okay.
Come out the same day, I think.
Okay.
No, the Torian vlog will come out soon. There's been a lot going on. We've been over it. Don't make us go over it again. Sweet as.
Champs might not though.
There's a lot of content.
Mm.
A lot of content to get through.
Someone just loves filming everything.
Oh, what was the one you sent me? And I think we talked about this on the last podcast.
Yeah. This guy, I tell him in the car, like, just like, don't go too hard out. Like, if you're interviewing someone or if you see something cool, it's like, yeah, video.
I thought I did a good job.
I'm editing day one of the Pro, and there's just this video right next to Pat Rafter. There's like a hotel,
Yeah.
and he's just like at the countdown, Woolworths, whatever.
Yeah.
Just videoing that hotel, and I'm
like a bit of skyline, and it's the top of the hotel.
I'm like waiting for the pan down to Pat Rafter, or there's an athlete walking towards, and he's just getting ready. Nah, it's just like 36 seconds of this hotel, and the exposure getting brighter and darker and brighter again. Like, bro, what the fuck is this?
I was nervous, all right? I didn't want to fuck up the camera work. I was practicing.
Oh, and then some poor bastard was trying to do a handstand walk.
Oh, yeah. I filmed this guy. Oh. Outdoors in the Masters. And like it was real hype. He had like 5 meters left. I think 2.5 meters left, whatever the unbroken amount was. And he'd like get so close every time, and I'd be filming and he'd fall. Filming and fall. And I reckon I got about 9 videos of him.
At least.
Yeah.
That was alright. That came from a good place. Because if he made it, the place would have gone off. That would have been a cool reaction.
Yeah.
But he didn't make it.
But yeah, I just imagine you going through the videos like, which ones did he get it? I was like, nah, he didn't get it.
Yeah. What about this one? and you can audibly hear you. You're just like, what? Oh.
Just get it, bro.
Oh.
Oh, man. Oh, man. That was cool. Anyway, if you want to hear more about our version of the Touring Pro, go to the last Whiskey and Wods, because we talked about it more in depth there.
We might have. I don't remember the last time we did a Whiskey and Wods.
It was a while ago. It was before some of the last episodes.
True. Yeah. It was like there's been a few episodes in between.
Yeah. So Whiskey and Wods and then other episodes.
Yeah. So like Whiskey and Wods,
us,
Luke, Whiskey and Wods.
Nah, it was like Emily Julian was one of the ones in between.
But she was before Luke.
Yeah. So Whiskey and Wods, Emily, Luke, obviously. So there's been heaps in between these.
Vakey.
Obviously, yeah,
depends when this comes out.
Who knows? Vakey was a good chap. Oh,
fuck
man.
yeah, fucking good chap.
Oh. Anyway, coming up. NZ Champs is coming up as well. And I'm excited for that one. I've got 3 individual athletes in that. I've got 2 confirmed teams. We do have 1 elite team semi-confirmed. Me, Maddie Sinclair, a girl called Tracy from the gym, fucking absolute beast. One of our girls pulled out, so that's up in the air, but then also with my groin, I don't know if I'll be able to compete, even if I am all go by then. I will not be fit.
Just get a cortisone, bro.
I want one. If that's going to help me fix one,
fuck,
I'll take it. Did they test the NZ Champs?
Jump on a quick cycle.
Got some gear.
Oh no, we don't endorse drug use, team. Recreational.
Harder. Yeah, so that'd be good. But anyway, NZ Champs on the whole would be mean. New venue at the Dewdrop. Even if they had a swim programmed, I know any CrossFit sanctioned event isn't allowed to have a swim while this investigation is going on.
True, and it is.
Yeah, they did pull in it as CrossFit affiliated, so I don't think they can have a swim anyway.
What's I just take it away from CrossFit for a minute. Do you want to let us know what your football team did to your opposition's uniforms, mate?
Oh yeah. Holy fuck. Oh. So I coach a team, and the oldest person on the team is 26, but then the gap between him and the second oldest is like 19. So I've got anywhere between 16 and 19-year-olds, and then this random 26-year-old. Who's gone, by the way. Anyway, what I'm getting at, very young team. And we were playing a team in Te Puke who were not a young team. We had to change our socks because it clashed, and, we're such a high fucking level, it matters that our socks clash. So they, changed the fucking rule, Wybop. Let us play. Fucking hell. Anyway, we had to change our socks so that we didn't clash. And we didn't have any spare socks. They didn't want to change socks. Good one, Te Puke, by the way. They didn't want to change socks, so their over 35s team were like watching our game. And they thought, you can just have our away socks. So we're like, sweet, we'll go change into them. The boys are changing socks. I walk in, and I caught one of them cutting the bottom of the sock off. And now they cut it at the ankle because players these days wear grip socks. And then the lengthy bit, which goes from up your calf, they just have it as a sleeve so they can have their grip socks in the shoe. But over 35s don't do that because they don't wear grip socks. They're old school. They just wear their sock, their boots, play the football, and get on with it. So I'm watching him cut this. I'm like, bro, you can't cut those. Like, we don't own them. And then I like penny drops. Every single player in the dressing room has cut their socks. I was like, fucking hell, boys. Like, you don't own these socks. You can't. And one of them was like, yeah, but we always cut our socks. It was like,
but these are not your socks.
You're not fucking dealing with them. I mean, they're not yours. And like, do you reckon we shouldn't have done that? I was like, no, it's not even a thought. It was like, I was like, oh, fuck me, Dad. So I walk outside, and like one of them notices it immediately, starts teeing off. I've walked to the fucking dugout. I'm like, nah, you fucking idiots cut them. You can deal with them. But, I end up having to deal with them. Their coach come over, started teeing off me. I was like, mate, obviously we'll pay for this. Let's try to get on with the game. And then over 35 is just fucking hurling abuse. And I ended up going to the ref. I was like, mate, can you stop that? Because, like, it's been done. So, yeah, long story short, Hamilton Wanderers now have to pay Te Puke over 35s for new socks because my players couldn't go one fucking game, which they lost, by the way. Which they fucking lost.
Matt loves losing.
Yeah. Not their fault. Tricky game. Bad surface. Te Puke showed up.
Yeah. Socks were off.
Fucks. So we're out of pocket and we didn't get any points. Fucking hell.
Socks weren't right, bro. You need to take the bottom off.
Oh, but we always cut our socks. Oh, good one, dickhead. Oh, true. Oh, when you put it that way, all good.
Actually, just tell them that.
No worries.
How good.
So that was fun. Anyway, what's new with you, man? Work-wise, what's going on? Got some pretty cool edits coming along. Masada.
Yeah. Shout out to Ezra. He was the guy who's like, I'm trying to get a hold of you. Yeah, Masada Construction. Did some work with them. Went a little too far on an edit, you could say.
I thought it was pretty sick.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure Ezra thought it was pretty cool too. But he did have a very valid point that it probably doesn't speak to his demographic of clients. So I had to redo the whole thing. So any content creators, just get sign off on the music. You've done it to me.
Which video was that?
I think it was the first video.
The advert? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I put like a rock and roll track to it.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, man, it's cool. But like, not a huge fan of the song.
Music shit.
And any content creator, okay, not any. A lot of content creators will know that, you time things to the music.
Mm.
So to change the music means to change the whole fucking video. But actually, I found an alright track. I got it signed off from Ezra, and it was close enough. It didn't need too much manipulation. I still spent a couple hours on it, but yeah, there wasn't too much fucking around. But yeah, done some work with Masada. Found out what S30 is now. They got S30 in Australia. The first S30 opened in Papamore. First one in New Zealand. That place is a vibe. It's functional fitness, but it's in a nightclub. Essentially.
Yeah.
The LED lights, the loud as fuck music. It's unlike anything else I've ever experienced, that's for sure. So did some work for them for their opening day. They just hired All Shots Media. Been doing some work with Jack through All Shots, jumping on their media team, and that's cool. That's been pretty cool. It's like a no obligation. Jack does most of the heavy lifting, goes and prospects and finds clients, and then, you know, if he isn't in a position to do the work himself, he'll farm it out to the rest of us who are on the team. And it's, like I said, no obligation. It's pretty much, here's the job, here's the deliverables, here's the pay. If you want it, it's yours. Which is pretty good. I need that at the moment. So yeah, that S30 work came through All Shots, so shout out to them. And Pep had a simulation weekend for their teams for preparation for team nationals. So I naturally just fucking...
That's a fucking cool video, by the way.
Wandered on down and did some content for them. Trying some new things. It's cool because, yeah, there's it's like a low pressure environment where I can try new shit.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're gonna innovate, you need to try new things. You can't just keep doing the same shit over and over and expect people to keep loving it, unless what you're doing is it's yeah. So I like to innovate. I like to try new things, and yeah, I tried a few new techniques, and I thought they paid off pretty well. I was pretty happy with the results, so I'm keen to see how I can apply that to future projects. But yeah, hasn't been super busy, but yeah, it's alright. I'm putting things in place. So
that's good, man.
Yourself? What's new?
Not much, man. Not much. Gym's going well. People are starting to come back in the hotter months. Well, not that hot at the moment, but
Summer's coming.
Summer's coming along. Rising Stars this weekend, which I'm so stoked to see. So full again. Yeah. You definitely blame COVID as to why people weren't signing up for that. If you don't know what Rising Stars is, it's like a beginner comp that is at Powerhouse Gym in Te Rapa, formerly known as CrossFit Te Rapa, now called Powerhouse Gym. But they run this amazing beginners comp. So like, there's 3 divisions. There's still like a beginner, intermediate, RX, but they call it like rookies, minors, and majors or something like that. And because even the like RX, which is their majors, is still a beginner level, but for someone that's maybe been doing CrossFit just a little bit longer, but still, you know, like let's say their 1RM clean and jerk is 80, something like that. So like, that's obviously still pretty heavy, don't get me wrong. But like, you know, they can feel comfortable being in the top division, whereas, you know, like a beginner, their 1RM might still, you know, be 30, 40 kgs, you know. So it's a really like comfortable environment for athletes to be in. You still feel like you're in a major competition because they put it on really well. Anyway, go check it out if you haven't. It's on this weekend, the 7th of September. So if it's past the 7th of September, it won't be this weekend. So it was that weekend.
It was on the 7th.
2024.
So maybe don't go check it out if it's after that.
If it is like 2025 July, I wouldn't. I mean, maybe go check out the gym. They might. It's probably fine. They'll say hello and stuff, but there won't be a comp on. So, just to recap, September 7th. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. We've got heaps of members doing that. Like more than I thought. By the way, used to be on the ball with that kind of thing. Blew me away. I was like, far out. Heaps of people were signed up to it. But it's cool. It's really good. So
Need to get the comp squad tees rolling.
might have to. Haven't done any teas this year, actually. Man, I've been useless this year. Fuck. This podcast has taken over, though. Done heaps of the podcast. Singlets coming out soon, by the way. Actually, yeah, we've got them.
Oh, yeah.
We just need to do the content, give you the what? The link and stuff.
If you're watching this and you're wondering why me and Matt keep looking directly at the camera, we're not. We're looking at the little LCD screen with the overheating temperature gauge that's flashing,
Yeah.
and we're waiting for it to stop recording. Just so you know, we're not making it weird.
Should we let it cool down for a sec?
Yeah. Pause.
And through the magic of camera. Yeah, it's better.
And we're back.
Yeah, so before that interruption there, those singlets will be on sale very soon. Yeah, they're done. It's all sorted. There's a few floating around. But they will be coming out shortly to a store near you. They won't be. It's online.
I need
orders
to
only. So don't look
That
at the
won't
store.
be. It'll be a link in the bio.
Yeah.
You'll see it. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
So if you would like to get your hands on some limited edition 2024 Yarns merch, keep an eye on our socials team. Actually, to that point, due to restrictions on orders, there is only 100, and be aware that about 20 of them are gone. Might have been some pre-sales, but yeah. So just keep in mind, team, that if you do want one, you're gonna have to get in reasonably quick.
Like now.
Because yeah,
You know, if you're good enough, here's the fucking thing. Because they are on sale, you can go get them, right? If you're good enough,
oh yeah.
you could go order it right now.
Actually, yeah, the link is in the bio. We've just not told anyone.
Yeah. I guess we told you now.
So now you know. But yeah, without bigging ourselves up, there was a few people asking if we're going to bring out merch. So I'm sure they're waiting.
Yeah. So go get them.
And on that, while you're listening, if you're listening, order down a size. That's something we need to make some content tomorrow. Definitely order down a size. I'm usually 2X. 2X is like, it's not fitting, but it looks nice on me. On anything, shirts, singlets, I go 2X. The 2X is way too fucking big.
Yeah.
The 2X that I ordered is way too big, and Dante Karangaroa owns that now. So
Yeah. Dante, send it back, bro.
bro, Dante, can I have my singlet back, please?
That's so funny, man. Yeah, I got an XL. It's way too big. Like normally the basketball singlet, you want it to be like, loose fitting in that. But yeah, if you're normally a large, get a medium. If you're normally a medium, get a small.
Yeah.
It's just,
Because I put mats on, and the XL looks nice on me. And I think it's more fitment around here for me. Like your one, it just sits right, whereas I feel like the 2X is just, it feels like it sits very low.
Yeah.
And
You probably noticed in the touring vlogs we wore over jerseys a lot because the jersey helped fill it out.
Yeah. Literally the only reason.
Yeah.
So if you are going to go and cop yourself a singlet, as we said, there's limited edition. There's only going to be 100 made. So get in quick. You'll have your own little authentic tag down the bottom with the number of singlet you got, which is a nice touch. And order down a size.
You can also get your name put on it.
You can. You
can.
can't change the number though.
No, the number will always be 24. But you can get your name custom on the back. Or whatever you want on the back. Within reason. Nah.
Or you could go super authentic and you can get one with beef on the back or one with yarns on the back. And it'll be you're just really just supporting us at that point,
Yeah. Oh, come on. Wait, Emily called you Matt, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. Apparently Emily Julian called me Matt. to my
People stop-
face.
Can you just, hey, my name's Matt, eh? Like, it's not Yarns.
Could be.
Yeah. Comment below. Should I just commit to being called Yarns for the rest of my life?
Worth it, bro. It's good for the SEO.
But yeah, we're aiming to wrap things up soon. An hour 10. You know how these ones go. All 12 of you listening still. We drag these.
It's
bad
dropped down
boys
to
on.
6 now.
Yeah. Yeah, when we brought up this thing that's like, we ain't buying those.
Yeah, let it poll.
Hey, fast forward to like just before Christmas or something. Hey, it was giveaways. We got 35 singles to give away.
Facts.
Yeah.
Actually, to end things off, I've got a pretty cool thought-provoking question. It's not from my journal.
Go on.
It's one that I heard, and I just thought it was pretty cool. So I thought I'd ask. Okay. So, if you died tomorrow, and you walk up to the gates of heaven, and the big man almighty, yes please, the big man almighty's standing there, sitting at the gate, waiting for you, and he welcomes you in, and he says to you that you can know any one statistic about your life.
Oh.
Any one statistic, but you only get one. What do you want to know?
About something you've done. It's like a stat. Okay.
Just, yeah, like,
Okay, yeah.
how much money did I spend on McDonald's in my life?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Everyone in the car and at home, play along. You too, you can get on this.
Oh, fucking. There's some like hard ones that you could really like bash yourself for. Like, how much time did I waste trying to like become pro at a certain sport or something like that? Not that I tried to do that. I wouldn't have wasted my time on something that's unachievable as that. That's cool. It's fine. I don't want to know that anyway.
I'm not crying, you are.
It's years thing. If it was true. Fuck. What have I ridiculously spent money on that is just... How much money have I spent on energy drinks? Like, I mean...
Nah, bro.
I'm talking like back in my tradie days, especially like early apprenticeship days. Oh, the green V's. Ooh, where we getting slammed.
Nasty.
Breakfast, green V and a crunchy.
And a crunchy.
Oh yeah.
Is that breakfast?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
A big crunchy though. Got to get the calories in. Dark days thing. Dark days.
True.
Lunchtime. Back when the 750ml V's. Oh, with the screw top. Ooh, 2 of them a day. Easy. Oh yeah.
750 mil.
Was it liters? No, it was 750.
No idea.
Had a screw tap top.
That wasn't just a dream of yours.
Nah, man, no, they were for real.
750 mil V.
Yeah, I had 2 of them in one day.
Who
Me.
who needs a litre and a half?
750 mil is not a liter. Oh no, 2 of them are.
You
Yeah.
too.
No, I'm not weird. No, I am.
That's
That's like you're seeing sounds, kind of like wired. This is good.
How much money have you spent on energy? At least $8 at the
At
airport.
least $8. Team, that's actually what the fundraiser was for.
We're paying off
still
Matt's
paying that.
monster debt.
Yeah. Oh man, you know what's trippy when you go back to England, because it's like pounds over there, so it's like say $4 over here, it's $2 there. So I'm like looking at a monster, I'm like, fuck, they're cheap here, because you're used to seeing like $6.
£4.
And he's like, oh, that's fucking. It's like $3. I'm I'll get 12 of them.
I'll take a case.
Any boxes leave that back? Take them off your hand, brother. Yeah, nah. Okay, there you go, dude. Let's move on. How much money have I spent on energy drinks? However, I got to spin that one straight back at you.
You know, obviously, I came with the question, so I've had time to think about it. And without fucking virtue signaling and being like, "Ooh, look at me, my values." Genuinely, when I first heard this question, it was on the morning shift. And I heard the boys taking the piss, and then I paused it, and I thought about it, and I was like, oh, what would I want to know? Genuinely, across my heart, on my mother's life, the first thing that came to my head was, how many people have I had a net positive impact on?
Oh.
Genuinely, I would like to know. Like, how, you spend time with someone, you spend a moment with someone, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And you can walk away from that interaction with that person and just like, did I add any value to their life? Could be minuscule. Could have just been a hi and a smile. And that could have been enough to make someone's day a little bit better. And that counts as a net positive. Like, how many people have I had a net positive impact on?
Yeah, that's cool.
It'd be cool to know.
Fuck, you made me sound pretty dumb.
That's why I was like, I'm not trying to fucking be the cool guy here or whatever.
I don't mean to be better than you or anything, but
There's levels.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Yeah. Yeah. Man.
Speaking of England, you're going to England.
Yeah.
Guess who found out who Oasis is today?
Yeah. Is he the only one on that? Like, are there people out there genuinely, don't know who Oasis is?
No idea.
Because I rattled off a few songs. You know? I know those songs. Just didn't know who Oasis is. Like, I kind of know. Like, I grew up in the 90s and that. But I just thought everyone knew Oasis. It's like not knowing who Guns N' Roses are or not knowing
I grew up
AC/DC
in the 90s.
are. Yeah, well, how did you not? I grew up in England, I guess, but they were everywhere. Wonderwall? Everyone's been to a house party where some dickhead gets a guitar out and starts playing Wonderwall. Oh, honestly, also, if you own a guitar and you're going to a house party this weekend and you thought that was a song, don't.
Why not?
Trust me, we're all singing along, but we're also like, yeah.
Cut it out.
Cut it out, brother.
Well, what's the song then? You're going to a house party, you've got a guitar, what are you playing?
Nothing. I'm not bringing my guitar.
Do you know what? This guy, first time he comes to my fucking house and he sees my guitar on its stand in the corner and he's like, oh, of course you've got a guitar.
I was just
True,
jealous.
bro.
I was jealous I can't play. I can play G chord. Yeah, you can play guitar phenomenally well and sing. First of all, by the way, Beef can play guitar very fucking well. But Harry, Ottaway from Melbourne.
Oh, bro, when he just started like serenading us in his lounge.
Bro, starts genuinely singing, playing guitar. I'm like, fucking hell.
I mean, you were pretty cut by then. I'd had a couple.
Yeah, I just got back from dinner actually. Yeah, no, he goes hard in the paint. Very, very, very well. What the fuck were we talking about? Yes, Oasis. Got tickets to their Wembley gig next August. It's going to be sick. It's going to be good. Now I've got to figure out how to get to Wembley.
So the new Yarns fundraiser.
Yeah. What can you win? Not much. Maybe this. I wouldn't have a
I might bring you back a shirt. Maybe.
Oh, I got no money to spend on the gig. Spend it all friggin' getting there.
On the ticket.
Yeah. There are tickets going on sale for upwards of 10 grand. Like resell. People have bought them and are reselling them for upwards of $10,000. Pounds. Dollars.
That's an investment. Quick turnover.
Harder. It would pay for the trip. There's no point going. Because I wouldn't have the tickets.
You'd have to sit next to someone who you made pay 10 grand.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You would have to, eh?
Yeah, that was maybe sitting next to you.
They'd know you, eh? Like, true.
I want a drink, bro. I'll buy you a drink.
You're around, brother.
Your shout? Oh, we've already done before you got here. We got one for the row.
I'd make a fake account and everything, man. Oh. Anyway.
So if you see Yarns selling Oasis tickets,
if anyone wants to come with me, it's $10,000.
plus flights and accommodation.
I'll sign your yarn singlet that you've paid for in advance. No worries.
Oh. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah. Exciting things to come this year, team. We are invested in doing some cool stuff this year in and around events. Just our own thing. There's nothing set in stone tied with events or anything like that. We're just keen to do our own thing. Keep cranking out good content. Get in touch with some good athletes and good people and keep the good yarns coming.
Yes, Matt lined up actually a handful of some guests that I thought we'd never talk to, but obviously what happened at the games has put a damper on those plans, so shit. I mean, foot's kind of in the door now, so yeah.
There was never a no on them. It was just, it would have been very poor timing to follow up on them. So we didn't. One thing I wanted to leave on.
One more time, bro.
Okay. One thing I wanted to end on. That was a good one, eh? Nice. Would anyone out there, and I guess if you're this deep into it, Ben, Johnny, would you see any would anyone out there see any value in like a one-off maybe not even one-off competition, but I've talked about this with Beef. I run a comp years ago, and it was pretty cool. Was starting to get the itch to want to run a competition, but also get the community involved. Maybe make it like an invitational, like a Yarns invitational. Acting like I haven't already got the name and stuff. I have talked to Beef about this.
It's already trademarked.
Yeah, so it is. It's the dates are set. Please come along to my comp. No. But if we did a competition, I definitely am not guaranteeing that anyone that we've had on this podcast will be at that competition. Don't have that kind of pull, and I'm not flying them over. Got to go to Oasis. This is funding my trip to Oasis. But yeah, did like a competition, like an invitational style competition. Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that? I know there are a lot of competitions out there, and I am not trying to say I'm trying to make a competition to rival any other competitions and make it like a yearly thing. But yeah, just like a Yarns invitational. People come, throw down. We get some fucking sick content, obviously. We got Beef.
Like, I don't even think it'll be in direct competition with anyone. It'll...
Oh, the games. Torian.
Rogue.
Be shaking. Oh, Rogue would probably have to shut down.
They'll probably be like, Rogue Invitational, Yarns Invitational.
I mean, Rogue could sponsor it. Maybe, I don't know.
There's
think about it.
There's so many sponsors lining up, man.
They just won't leave us alone.
Yeah. No, I like the idea. And it would be awesome to have people that we've had on the podcast. Be quite fitting, being the Yarns Invitational, having guests of the Yarns podcast.
Yeah.
Things line up.
Yeah. That would be cool. And that is obviously an angle I want to get. I want to get members of the Yarns podcast team. That's not what they're called. Some of the guests that we've had on.
Members.
Yeah. I don't know where I went with that. I don't know why.
Yeah. They still haven't paid their membership fee.
No, they haven't. Anyway, if you've made it this far and you've heard this part, maybe we'll clip it, maybe we won't. I say that all the time. We'll clip this bit. We never do.
Well, I don't clip the Whiskey and Wods.
Yeah.
Ever.
Sweet as.
You can.
I've been said.
Now.
I've been told I can. I don't. He sent me the last one. He's like, yeah, bro, chop it up. I was like, yeah. I didn't. So, you know,
I'll do
maybe
it.
I'll do this one. Let me know in the comments below, team. Anything you want to end on?
Just quickly, shout out to Niven, because these are fucking cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see this.
We showed them on the last episode.
Did we?
Yeah.
But we weren't using them.
Yeah, we were.
Oh, bro, I don't remember. We got cups, team.
Glasses.
Glasses.
We got sippy cups, brother. Here's one says beef. And look, my one says yarns. Thank you.
I need to go to bed.
Oh, it's getting late. I got coach in the morning.
We do these at night, team. As you can see.
Yeah.
No one can see.
Man, we'll do one on location one time. At the bar. We'll do that with a guest. That'd be fucking sick, man.
At Ferg.
Yeah. At Ferg.
Who should we bring on? I reckon that's a guest one.
I don't know, man. Like, guys, get involved in these ones. I know it's late. And most people in the first 10 minutes would realise that they don't want to listen to this kind of yarn. Which is fine. Absolutely fine.
But if we had a guest on,
Yeah.
they might listen.
Like, who would you guys think we should get on? Like, what angle do you want us to take some of these random podcasts down, you know?
Who would be good to sit down and not talk traditional yarns, just have a whiskey with and chew the fat and just fucking... I don't know.
Are you guys keen? Hit us up. Come for a yarn.
Your shout, though.
Oh, easily your shout. 100%. You're driving.
I mean, we'll supply the gear. And
You're
like...
driving, dude.
Yeah, you have to do it at in Hamilton. So
Yeah, it's at Fergus Bar and Kitchen, Road to Tuna. Go check it out.
mm.
Spend your money there.
Good outdoor fireplace.
Hard out. Big TV, 100-inch TV. Good content on the page too.
Bro, have you seen that video? And it's like this guy and he's holding the seat out for his missus. Have you seen that one?
No.
And he's holding the seat out for his missus. She's like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "Oh," pushes the seat in. But it's just because she was going to the seat that could see the TV.
Oh.
And he's like, no. Here, I'll pull the chair up for you.
That's fucking genius.
And then he's sitting there just looking past her like,
That is fucking genius.
brilliant.
Very good.
Anyway.
Rightio. Hour 28. Probably one of the longest ones we've done.
How many times do you think I've coughed this episode?
A few. Beef might have asthma, team.
No, I don't have asthma.
Okay.
I got tested.
Beef might have pneumonia.
We don't know.
Pneumonia.
Maybe.
Oh, I've got that. What's that word that Ross Edgley says?
Eudaimonia.
Eudaimonia. Yeah. Guys, get around Ross Edgley's latest swim.
Haven't seen
510 kilometers down the Yukon.
Haven't seen it.
Man, watch it tonight. It's an hour. It's like an hour long, but it goes so quick.
I've seen the aftermath.
Oh, man. The dude's a weapon, man. He failed doing it at Loch Ness. Thing is, his failures are still like... He swam for fucking ages. Like, he failed because he got to do like 72 hours or 510 kilometers. Like, he failed swimming Loch Ness because he nearly froze to death. But he still swam for like over 30 hours. And it was a failure. Did it in Italy. Complete opposite. It was too hot. So he nearly fucking boiled to death. Again, swam way too long. And then he's finally completed it third time. So he's like, well, I failed the first 2 times. It's like, well, fuck, man. Imagine your failures still being better than like...
miles ahead of everyone else.
Just absolute... And the man puts himself through some absolute torture. Very motivational, but also very educational. Dude is a smart person. And yeah.
Built like a tank too.
Oh, he's a unit. Doesn't look like your average swimmer.
That is an athlete.
Yeah.
Might be a while between drinks because Beef's on a summer shred.
Oh, yeah.
Not today.
Which summer?
See, this is fucking intrusive shit. He didn't even think. There was no filter. There was no pause. No consideration. Man, yeah.
I love you, bro.
Cool. Okay. See you later, team.
Peace.